Kenya stand in terms of packaging? And maybe if we compare our standards of packaging here in the country with other countries internationally, because you also said you do go for the awards. Where do we stand and what needs to be done?
Okay, I think Kenya has a very strong packaging industry foundation. We have good plastic conversion processes in both rigid and flexibles. We have one major glass player. Well, there are two basically. Paper industry, we have several converters. So when we look at the industry, the raw material base, like plastics, is mainly imported. That is the import base. But we have good conversion capabilities, which can do a lot of plastics that you could find around. So most of the paper is imported. Glass, we have two glass makers, console glass and what we call mill glass. We also have some metal players, at least two or so. And so that's the structure. The industry is not very advanced and also not very backward. It is somewhere raring to go. So it requires a little bit more investment in some areas and strengthening some areas. So as far as standards are concerned, I think we are still playing catch-up, and we are moving towards world standards. As we get these STARS competitions going, we shall be able to upgrade our standards. What is also critical is the need for packaging skills development. I think that is one of the issues that is not very strong, because without skills, it is very hard to bring the packaging to the right standards. Of course, in other countries, the packaging education is deep in the industry. It is going on all the time, so there is a lot of educational capability going on in other countries. Some by institutes like us, and also the formal education systems. We have had some discussions in government to see if we can start packaging curriculums in most institutions so that the packaging culture is deepened, so that there is that culture of packaging excellence from the word go, from designers, both structural and graphical. So we need to upgrade the standards. They are not where they should be. We have made some progress. We are not where we started, but we have not reached where we want to go. You see, our dream is to materials. We need to brand and develop our packaging so that when you are around the world, you can see that this is Kenyan tea, this is Kenyan coffee, this is Kenyan French beans. Well, I always wonder why they are called French beans. They should be Kenyan beans. That's a story for another day. So we need our brands to stand out in the global market. We have Kenya Bureau of Standards. We make standards, I sit there, and we try to make sure that our standards are as good as any other standards around the world. We comply with ISO and so forth. So we are on the move, but we need to do a little bit more to accelerate the move.
Maybe as you talk about the industry is raring to go, and us being on the move. Maybe what are some of your goals? Because for other countries, maybe a country like the United States is well ahead, far much ahead. for them, some of their goals, that is, they are intending that by 2025, they'll be using 100% plastic that are reusable. Yeah. So what are your goals, long-term goals, be it 2025, 2030?
Yeah, we also have goals, and I think they will be shared. We have an organization called Plastic Pact Kenya. In conversation with us and other people, we have some targets for 2025, 2030, 2050, and so forth. One of the goals is, of course, single-use plastics, to remove it, and then the necessary plastics that we need at least can be reused, can be recycled, can be recovered. So there are certain specific targets for 2025, 2030.